Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist. I'm creating a video every day for years. This is video 270. Thank you so much for being here with me. I wanted to share something from a book I just got called How to Grow Success by Elizabeth Town. Amazon, 10 bucks I think it was. So I wanted to share this. I thought this was really good. I'm just going to read this straight from here because I can't paraphrase. It's just so much better to just read it. So story time tonight. So we're going to start with, you have been breathing out more than you breathed in. So you have nearly drained yourself of vital force. That is what makes you see things through gray spectacles, if not blue. That is why you feel like saying, what's the use? Whenever you feel thus, you may know right away that you are expending more force than you are taking in. There is no need of this. The supply of vital energy is really and truly unlimited for every one of you. All you have to do is to inhale it with lungs and brain. You can take in all the force you need for anything you want to do, but you can no more take in enough force in the morning to keep you running all day without that tired feeling than you can take in breath enough to run you a day or a week. Your brains are a pair of lungs that you have to use. You have to take in statements of power and then turn the power upon your work. And you have to do it many, many times a day until you learn to be literally conscious of your power all the time. This is big. Whenever you get to seeing gray or blue, just let go, straighten up, and use both pairs of your lungs. Face the sun with eyes turned upward, and take 3 of the deepest, slowest, fullest droughts of power that you can manage. Think power, 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 and think it emphatically and slowly. It is not necessary to face the visible sun always, but face the I am sun in you, and cast your eyes upward because all power comes from above. Now you feel like a new being and are ready to give out your power again, ready to put I am into I do. In addition to this, if it is possible, change your kind of work for a time. When one keeps right at one thing, he is very apt to keep on breathing out. His force gets to running out, and it just keeps on running that way from habit. It takes thought to make any change. And with us high-strung people, it takes a lot of very deliberate thought to get our nerves to keep open to receive as much vital energy as we give out. We keep on giving out until our nerves collapse, just as a rubber tube will, from which all the water is sucked out. This is literally true. We start in to put our energy into some piece of work, and the attraction of that work just sucks us dry and collapses our nerves. It takes thought to keep ourselves from being ruled by our work and ruined too, but we can keep from it. Oh yes, there's just nothing we can't do when once we see the point and go in to win. So yeah, I love this because, first of all, I really like how it says think power, 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 and look up into the sun and just acknowledge the sun that's in you already, and that you already are the sun, you already are all that power, you are abundance, you have everything inside of you that you need to create anything that you want. And I think that we're just not conscious of what we're thinking throughout the day. So the more conscious you are and the more present you are with your thoughts, you can consciously direct your thoughts where you want them to go versus by default and by autopilot. Because I think a lot of us are always on autopilot. And my goal, like I've said in other videos this year, is to really, 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 we know this stuff, but it's like we're not really fully implementing our power. And I want to see how powerful I am. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to see how powerful I am. And so I'm working every day noticing, okay, what am I feeling? I felt some sadness today and I was like, where did that come from? And I figured it out and I kind of like pieced it out, worked it out within myself. And, I was like, well, maybe it's because I was talking to a few clients about, their sadness and it just got to me maybe today. And so I'm human too, it does affect me at times, but it's there for a reason. And if we keep not acknowledging our feelings, we're letting our vital energy just kind of dissipate, and we're forgetting that we can harness that and almost charge ourselves up like a phone charger, just charge ourselves up with power and start directing that power towards what we're wanting to feel. And I just think it's so important because when I was younger, I noticed, I was like, I really want to feel good in my life. I remember thinking that, and I saw other people that weren't feeling so good. And then I saw people that were feeling really good. And I was like, what's the difference? And there really wasn't a difference other than the way that they were probably thinking, because it didn't matter how much money they had or didn't have. It didn't matter. I mean, nothing mattered on the outside. So I thought it's got to be something on the inside. And I never really learned what that was until I got older. And then I realized, oh, it's probably the thoughts of the person and the beliefs that they had. And, everything is a state of mind. So remember to, figure out what state you're in always. What state am I in right now? Because whatever state you're in, you're creating your life from that state. And the more practiced we are in a state, we're going to stay there. And where does it say that? Let's see. I love this how it says, and you have to do it many, many times a day until you learn to be literally conscious of your power all the time. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for me. We got to be conscious of our power all the time. We can't let that go. And what takes us out of our power, I think, is being addicted to the old stories that we tell ourselves, of course, and the old emotions we've felt for like our whole lives. And we're addicted to just the same thing. And we forget, and I think we go, what Joe Dispenza would call it, like we go unconscious. And so we're literally not conscious of what we're thinking and feeling. But when you snap into consciousness, you recognize what you're thinking and feeling. And that's whenever you have the power to change it. If you're unconscious, you're not aware. So therefore you can't make any changes. And I think that's why so many people feel stuck and powerless, is because they've just forgotten. And that's all we have to do is remember. And we've got to stay present and awake and just conscious of what we're thinking throughout the day. So it's just it's a cool little practice. And I like how they said, again, face the sun with eyes turned upward and take 3 of the deepest, slowest, fullest breaths. Well, it says draughts of power that you can manage. I should have looked that word up before. Draughts. Think power, 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 and think it emphatically and slowly. So I just love that. Like, maybe we should start saying power, 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 just one word. Just inhale power, and make sure you're paying attention to your breath and paying attention to your body. And we don't pay attention enough. And then all of a sudden we've overextended ourselves and we're feeling stressed and we're flooded with emotion. And then we take it out on our partners, or we take it out on our kids or our coworkers or whoever it is that you see, and we don't even know it. Or we take it out on ourselves and we aren't taking care of ourselves, mind, body, spirit, that day. So really watch those things, because those things really matter. The little things become the big things. And I love preventing issues from happening. I notice patterns and I'm like, oh, here's a blueprint, like do this. And so I have a blueprint for myself that works, but everybody's so different. We all have different, things that work for us and different beliefs, but just really get in touch with what you're feeling throughout the day and remember how powerful you are. And be conscious of your power all day long. Practice that. Just say power, 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 whatever you want to do. Inhale, power, exhale, doubt. I think I have that. Inhale, confidence, exhale, doubt. I've got that up there on my bookshelf on a little canvas. Inhale, power, exhale, doubt. I think I'll change that. Change confidence to power. So remember to inhale your power, exhale your doubt. There's no need to have doubt in yourself. It's just practiced. And I have adopted the belief of like, I don't want to believe like anybody else. I don't want to believe like my past self has believed. That's a good one to keep in mind. You don't want to believe the way that your past self has believed. And you don't want to believe like anybody else either. Just believe the way that you choose to believe and the way that you choose to think. And then pretty soon you're going to be living like you've never lived before, because you're not addicted to that old story anymore. That was full of lies anyway. It wasn't even true. So yeah, I just wanted to share that today, and hopefully that helped you in some way. If it did, please share it with somebody who might need to hear this. I'm a little tired tonight, so this is a little bit quieter video, slower video. So I'll get more energetic tomorrow, I'm sure. But yeah, just remember to love yourself, and you are loved. You are amazing. And remember to do some mirror work. Tell yourself that. Look into your awesome, beautiful eyes and say, you are loved. I love you so much. I'm in love with you. You're amazing. Just talk to yourself like that. And pretty soon you'll start believing it if you don't already. And just remember to appreciate yourself, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.